Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Global Racing Esports Network. I am your host, Mike Lester, and we are here at Charlotte Motor Speedway with the Global Racing League and the Arca Series. And I hope I am streaming. It's not showing like up that I am. All right, yep, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are up and streaming now. Again, this is Mike Lester with Global Racing Esports Network. We are here tonight with the Global Racing Arca Series once more. We're going to have a small field. Looks like going to be about 9-10 drivers out there tonight. The series has gotten, pushed up because of the week one coming up on us so quickly, but we're going to have some good racing up there. 9 to 10 guys out there racing. We got some familiar faces with Steve Gerber up there and leading the speed charts. Got Stephen Hayes, last year's champion up there, and we're about to start qualifying. Definitely want to welcome everybody in who's watching this live, and also want to welcome everybody in who's watching this on the restream. Always gracious for all y'all's support, and definitely like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we're about to get into some qualifying here. Like I said, there's going to be 8 people, nine different drivers out there. And looks like Don Blazer is going to be the first one out onto the track to start his qualifying. Also, Steve Gerber coming out. Jason, looks like a late entry. Jason Schilling has showed up, so it's going to give us 10 drivers out here tonight, and that's a good number. Wish we had more, but these guys will show you what exciting racing at Charlotte is all about. All right, Steve Gerber setting the. Oh, nope. Don rockets up into the pole. We're going to quiet that down a little bit for everybody. Don Blazer taking the pole. Don Blazer just, we get a little loose coming off turn 4. Definitely going to mess up his second. He probably had a really fast time right there, and oh man, that sucks for Don. Steve Gerber is going to take the second, the top spot so far with Stephen Hayes. No, now Brad Miner. No, Stephen Hayes jumps up and takes the pole away from Steve Gerber. Let's see if I hate when it switches over to scenic. Nobody's out there. Come on, people. Somebody's got to be out there. There we go. Brad Miner's out there. Brad Miner out there seeing if he can overtop Steve Gerber now. Now Stephen Hayes back up, taking the pole away from Steve Gerber. Steve Gerber grabbed it from Stephen Hayes, and Stephen Hayes came back and grabbed it from Steve Gerber. Brad Miner showing up in third. You got Mike Hayes out there. Jason Schilling also coming out onto the track. We'll see how quick Mike Hayes is coming around this track. And that is showing Mike Hayes as 5th fastest. So very rarity to see him not be up in the top 3. There you see Mike Hayes qualifying the fifth, and now we're going to shoot down to Jason Schilling, put his first qualifying lap up. Ronald Holmes, Eddie Sprose, Justin LeBlanc, and Marshall Johnson has not put up any qualifying times yet. Oh, I do believe Jason Schilling caught that wall coming off of turn 4, so that is going to be deleted there. I'd like to let everybody know out there watching on YouTube, if you have you want to put any comments down, you got a favorite driver you're rooting for out there in the Arca series, give us a shout out, and we'll definitely be shouting them out on the broadcast and wishing them all the luck. All right, well, that's Jason Schilling's coming to it, and he's going to qualify 6th. He hit that wall coming off of 4 on his first lap, so it's probably messed up his second lap as well. But all right, well, luckily for me, we put 10 minutes of qualifying down. Maybe get some guys that ample time to get in here, who might not have been able to get here on time. So if you're watching this and you're getting here, you got about another 4 or 5 minutes left of qualifying if you want to try to hurry up and get in here and join this race. Well, while we wait, let's go ahead and we're gonna bring somebody. Let's bring somebody down and have a chat with them, and we'll start off tonight's festivities by bringing last year's champion, Stephen Hayes, up to the broadcast booth. Stephen Hayes, Mike Lester in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Man, you are the returning champion for this Arca season, man. Is there any pressure for you to maybe try to do 2 in a row and do a repeat, or are you just going to go out there and get the best finish you can? We see that you went out there and started your drive for a second championship pretty early with getting the pole. How do you feel about tonight's race?
Yeah, not too much pressure, honestly. I love these Arca cars. They're like home to me. And these mile and a half tracks, I just love them. But, yeah, returning champ. Excited for the season. All these guys are great racers. I'm excited to race with them again. But yeah, not really much pressure. Just love being out here.
All right. Well, you have been lucky enough. One of the luckier ones. You got signed. You got signed by 2 different teams. You not only drive in the trucks for One of One Motorsports, but you also drive up there in Xfinity for Lazy Lizard. How are you liking the series and how are you liking the league so far in your short little career here?
Man, this league's been honestly pretty amazing. All these guys are super nice, super friendly, super fun to race against. Truck league, that was a big jump. It's crazy how fast these guys are going around the track. They're giving me a run for my money, but yeah, One of One Motorsports, Joshua Slade, amazing guy to race with. Lazy Lizard, of course, Michael Lester, main man.
Of course.
But yeah, especially Xfinity. Xfinity's been super tough. These guys are quick, man.
Well, they're not our top tier series for nothing. Those are definitely the cream of the crop. You guys up there have been putting on great show week in, week out. Every time we tune in to watch these races, we'll be there Saturday at Atlanta Motor Speedway with the Xfinity team or the Xfinity series, and you get to see the likes of Stephen Hayes and Jeff Weimer, Steve Gerber, Don Blazer, all them guys up there racing up there for that Xfinity championship, man. But before we let you go, you want to give a shout out to anybody?
Yeah, Michael Hayes is in this race today, my brother. He's been super fast. I hope he has a good run in today. Jason Schillen, part of our Lazy Lizard Xfinity team. Michael Lester up in the booth today. That's gonna be fun.
Yes, it's always fun to call these Arca races.
Yeah, you always do a good job. Yeah, that's about it.
All right. Well, we're going to send you back down to over there with your brother and now Jason Schilling, so y'all run as a team over here too, and look forward to talking to you again maybe at the end of the race.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right. So it's race channel 1, I do believe. All right. That's Stephen Hayes, your winner, your champion of last year, trying to defend that title. And we are going to let's bring in, let me see. You know what? This guy's always a character. This guy is definitely worth bringing down to the broadcast and talking before we go green. He's had some interesting moments getting to this point. Don Blazer, Mike Lester Booth, you got a copy?
Hey, Michael Lester, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. I'm just looking forward to watching you guys go out there and race around Charlotte. Charlotte is such a fun track to get around. These Arca cars are so fun to drive. They're a fixed setup. You know, without saying too much, what's your strategy going into tonight's race?
Save tire. That's the name of the game in these things. Save tire.
Well, you qualified. Yeah, you qualified second. No, sorry, you qualified fourth, so you're going to be right up there. Oh, you guys are starting to grid, so I'm going to send you back down before we end, so you can get back to your racing. But, man, you want to give a shout-out before we let you go?
Yeah, Michael, I'll give a shout-out to you. Do a good job, man.
All right, man. Well, I definitely appreciate the love and support that I get from you guys week in and week out. Man, y'all make this league, and I'm just glad to be part of it.
All right, thank you, Mike.
All right, I'm going to send you back down to General, right? That's where I got you from. All right, that was Don Blazer starting fourth tonight. Always a character. Come up and enjoy talking to Don. And I see people out there in the YouTube land is very quiet, so we are gonna wait for these guys to finish gridding up, and then they're gonna take this track 75 laps. 10 drivers out there, so it should be a pretty clean race. I don't think anybody's gonna push it too much. I don't see a lot of people out there that's pushing the envelope kind of driver. So we should have a good race, good clean race from everybody. All right. All right, so here we go. Here, we got. They're fixing to roll out, and it looks like some people might have missed the grid. It looks like the third place of. Did Don Blazer miss the grid? Did I hold him up too much? I hope. No, he's out there. Don Blazer is out there. Brad Miner is going to start in the pit stop. I don't know if that is by design or Eddie Sproles is not out there. So Eddie Sproles is going to be our race control tonight. All right. I'm glad we got some spam going on the old YouTube tonight. So definitely interesting. Definitely not going to repeat what they said because, I just don't want to. All right. So back up here, Stephen Hayes is going to lead these guys down to the start-finish line. Steve Gerber is going to be on the outside pole since he actually won that award. All right, here we go. Stephen Hayes bringing him down. Start finish line. Green flag in the air. Brother, number 60, right behind him. Green flag in the air, and there you go. You see Brad Miner pulling off out of pit road. He's going to be about a half a lap behind these guys once he gets up to top speed. Definitely a challenge up ahead of him. You see the top three guys, Steve Gerber, Mike Hayes, Stephen Hayes, all battling in the same proximity of each other. Steve Gerber on that high side, trying to make that high side work. You're going to get grip up there. You're going to get that exit speed coming off the turns. And he just gets a big run on Stephen Hayes going down the backstretch. But Stephen Hayes is continuing to hold that low line. And here comes Steve Gerber trying to hold that top line and just getting such a big run coming off of it. But still Stephen Hayes is able to hold him off and keep that lead. Mike Hayes falling back a little bit behind and in the clutches of one Don Blazer. Let me get that battle in off there. Keep on forgetting that's on that battle box. We don't need that battle box up here. Here, let's see old Don Blazer from Syracuse, New York. Up there in fourth position, trying to hunt down the 60 car of Michael Hayes. Let me see that. Stephen Hayes leading him, but Steve Gerber right on that bumper, trying to do his best to get around the number 8 of Stephen Hayes. Got Jason Schilling back here from Des Moines, Iowa, back here in the 5th place, trying to reel in Don Blazer and Mike Hayes. Marsha Johnson from Selma, Texas. Marsha Johnson got picked up by At the Top Motorsports. Kenny Heath being the owner over there. Imagine Kenny is watching this race with some interest for his driver there. He's also got Don Blazer in here as well. Justin LeBlanc, part of Skills Motorsports, and that 85 Chevrolet. Coming back to the league after a long layoff in that number 6 Marines car, Ronald Holmes. Oh, getting a big run on the 33 of Marshall Johnson. Marshall Johnson goes up and hits the wall. Big damage on the right side of Marshall Johnson's car. Now remember, these guys do not drive or have any fast repairs in this race. So if you do damage on your car, you better have a very good pit crew to get that damage out and get back up to race speed. And there you go. We're going to see the big Toyota sign there. All right. So Stephen Hayes continuing to lead. Steve Gerber, it's kind of settled down right now. Gerber's fell back just the slightest little bit from Stephen Hayes, but he's not out of contention. He's going to let Stephen Hayes just maybe use up them tires. And Gerb knows how fast Stephen Hayes is in these cars, and Gerb just wants to make him use them tires up and save a little bit for himself for the end of the run here. Maybe he can get around them. Back here, Don Blazer still tracking down Mike Hayes with Jason Schilling right behind him. Justin LeBlanc right there behind Jason Schilling. Jason LeBlanc from that other part of Canada. Driving that Red Bull car. All right, back up front. Stephen Hayes, Steve Gerber, first and second. No changes from the start of the race. Mike Hayes still in third. Don Blazer still in fourth. But Jason Schilling now getting to the back almost of Don Blazer. So there's going to be a race for fourth place heating up. You heard Don Blazer from the earlier before the race started. His big idea tonight is save tires. Have them when everybody else wears theirs out. Ooh, Jason Schilling looks like he just scraped the wall a little bit. And now he's falling back under the clutches of Justin LeBlanc. Yeah, he's under duress there. I think he might have went up there and sideswiped that wall. It doesn't look like there's a lot of damage on that right side. Back here, seventh place, Ronald Holmes, right there in front of Marshall Johnson. Back here for the sixth and seventh, or seventh and eighth spot. Looks like Brad Miner is out of the race. He has packed it up and went home so early. So I hate to see that for any of the drivers. Let me remove that. All right, right now we're watching the front of this pack here, and Stephen Hayes continues to lead with Steve Gerber and Mike Hayes right there. Steve just lost a little bit of time. Here comes Mike Hayes around him. I don't know if Steve's tires might run out, but he's getting right back on the back of Mike Hayes' car. So I think he might have just not went in right on the line that he was supposed to go, and his car got a little messed up, and now he's back up there challenging Mike Hayes for that second place, which allowed Stephen Hayes just to take off from these second and third place guys just ever so slightly. Mike Hayes in that second place, now being defending his position against the 19th of Steve Gerber in that High Life Chevrolet. So back here with Don Blazer in the 14 Autel Chevrolet. I keep on saying Chevrolet, but they're all Chevrolets. No, I'm gonna call it how he has it. He's driving a Dodge. He's got the Autel Dodge on there. There we go. We all know they're really Chevys, but we're going to call them by what they have on their cars. So he's driving a Dodge today. See what old Jason Schilling driving the Chevy. Justin LeBlanc driving the Chevy. Everybody's driving a Chevy, but old Don Blazer. Don Blazer got cozied up with somebody in iRacing and said, I want to drive a Dodge in the Arca car. They said, all right, Don, we're going to give you that. Only you can drive a Dodge. All right, well, we're fixing to get 20 laps completed, or we're about to complete 20 laps next time by. No cautions out yet. The racing has been pretty calm, to say. The first three guys are, and actually the first 5 guys have been. Oh, here we go. This is our closest battle right here. Is the 95 of Jason Schilling and the 6 of Justin LeBlanc. Well, 85 looking on the outside of Jason Schilling. Can he hold up that high side? And he does. Makes a textbook pass on the 95. Gets that speed coming off of the turn. And I think 95's tires just can't got the grip as it did from the beginning of the race. So he's falling back. Marshall Johnson now looking at him and looking for that 6th place. Ronald Holmes hanging in there, right back there in the 8th place. Back up here, the 3rd place of Steve Gerber is falling back considerably back over here to Don Blazer. Now setting his sights on that 3rd place. There we go. We might be looking at it. We might be looking at a oh, look like Stephen Hayes got a little lag issue right there. That's the first time I think I've seen that, but I am not in the race, so it could be happening, and I'm not seeing it. Right now, Mike Hayes, right there behind Stephen Hayes, challenging for about to challenge for the lead. Give him about 1 to 2 more laps, and you should see double wide for the lead. There you go. Look at that. Mike Hayes looking on the top. Side-by-side racing for the lead. Mike Hayes takes it, goes around the number 8. Mike Hayes is your new leader this lap. Don Blazer, he takes 3rd place away from Steve Gerb at the same time that Mike Hayes takes the lead from Stephen Hayes. So finally, Ronald Holmes crashed, but no.
Caution's out.
Oh, caution is out. Ronald Holmes crashes and jumps into the pits. He just came out of the pits. And those fresh tires probably just... Let's see what happened here with... Yeah, he kind of gets loose and goes down on the apron and oh, look at the damn, oh my God, and then it just explodes at the end there. Wow, okay, and he jumps straight to the pit, so definitely didn't want to see that kind of result happening with somebody just coming back to the league, and look forward to seeing Ronald Holmes in next week's race. And everybody's coming down pit road. Your leaders, Mike Hayes, Stephen Hayes, Don Blazer, Steve Gerber, Justin LeBlanc, Jason Schilling, Marshall Johnson, everybody coming down to the pit road. They have 2 sets of tires that they can use. I guarantee you they're going to take 1 set right here. So that's going to leave us 7 drivers on the track, all of them on the lead lap. So under caution for the single car crash of Ronald Holmes. Crashed into the water barriers at the entrance of pit road, and his car exploded. A lot of debris on the track, so they're called a caution to clean up the track. Stephen Hayes is going to win the battle off of pit road and regain the lead from number 60, Mike Hayes. Don Blazer holds on to his 3rd place, and he's going to start there right there behind the 8 car. Justin LeBlanc is now in 4th. Jason Schilling 5th. Marshall Johnson 6th. Marshall Johnson 6th. Steve Gerber stayed out a little bit. He might have got looks like he got a little bit damage on that right side, so he might have stayed inside to try to get that car fixed. Let's see if we can bring Steve Gerber up and ask him. Let's see if he... I think they might be going 1 to go. So, let me see. We got, you know what? Let's bring Chuck Cobb down here, and he might be able to get the answers for me. Let's see if he has that there. Chuck Cobb, Mike Lester in the booth. You got a copy?
I'm eating.
You're what?
I'm eating.
It was a great time to bring you up to the booth, then, ain't it?
Yeah, if you want to listen to me chew.
Yeah. All right. I just was hoping that you had the answer. Did Steve Gerber have some damage? Is that why he had extended the time in the pit?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
he had a little bit of right front. It's 45 seconds worth of repairs.
Okay.
To be exact.
Well, there you go. There you go. 40. Chuck Cobb, and with a mouthful, gets the scoop. Literally and figuratively. Well, what are you eating there, Chuck?
It's called a grinder. It's basically just a sub that is
yes, I'm
cooked in a pizza oven, basically.
I'm very familiar with the grinders. So we do have those down here in Atlanta. Very good, very meaty.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
All right. Well, we're fixing to go back to green flag, so I'll send you back down to general. And,
all right, sir.
All right, man. Thanks for coming up and talking to us.
Oh yeah, no problem. Well,
All right, so double file restart here. Let me get back up here to the leaders. I'm sorry, we were talking about Steve Gerber, so we're on him. Let's go back up here to the leaders. Mike Hayes and Stephen Hayes up there in the 2nd and 1st, with Don Blazer in that 14 All-Tail Dodge right there below him. Got 85, Justin LeBlanc. He needs a, up that line on that top side. Jason Schilling sitting there in 5th. Marshall Johnson 6th. Steve Gerber in 7th. And Ronald Holmes out of the race, as well as Brad Miner. All right, pace car's down. Stephen Hayes is going to take us back to the start-finish line. Mike Hayes on the outside. Don Blazer behind Stephen. Green flag in the air. Stephen gets a good jump. Mike Hayes follows right in behind him. Now Justin LeBlanc comes up, and it looked like he might have tapped that back side onto the wall. But he's going to try to complete that pass and does on Don Blazer for third place. Stephen Hayes doing a little bit of a blinking issue, doing his best Dale Brooks impression. Mike Hayes looking low side. Don Blazer gets back around Justin LeBlanc, and Jason Schilling goes around him. Justin LeBlanc looks like he's falling back. Justin LeBlanc falling back to 7th place. On that restart, it did look like he hit that wall with that back right rear. So he might have had some damage that's slowing him down until he can get into the pits to get that fixed. But let's look and see if Steve Gerber, see how much that damage is affecting Steve. He is falling back already from this lead pack. So our outside pole sitter for the night looks like he's having some issues with that 19 Miller Lite Chevrolet. Back up front, Stephen Hayes and Mike Hayes battling for the lead. Stephen Hayes is not going to give it up too easy to his brother. Now he might give it up easier to somebody else. He ain't going to give it up to big brother now. Jason Schilling now in 3rd place. Getting around Don Blazer. Marshall Johnson right there of At the Top Motorsports, along with his partner or his teammate over there in the trucks, Don Blazer. Ooh. And everybody all over, a little loose tonight. Coming off that turn 4. Back up here, the heat on for the lead has died down just the slightest little bit as Mike Hayes falls back, 2/10 behind the number 8 of Stephen Hayes. Jason Schilling, Don Blazer, right there, about 2 seconds back from that lead battle. And Don Blazer looking on the inside of Jason Schilling. Definitely take this opportunity to thank all these drivers for coming out and putting on a show for y'all tonight. Without these guys, the racing would be really boring. And now that battle for the lead heating up one more time. Marshall Johnson coming into the pits. Justin LeBlanc in the pits. Justin LeBlanc had that damage, and we'll see. I don't know why Marshall Johnson is in the pits, but it's not a good sight for either one of those cars to be in the pits at this early stage. That's going to leave 5 drivers out there that's going to battle for this first win of the season. See Steve Gerber there. Looks like he might be picking it back up a little bit. He's now approaching that battle between Don Blazer and Jason Schilling. Don Blazer getting the pass on Jason Schilling. But Jason Schilling fighting back on the outside. Looks like Don Blazer's going to complete that pass. Jason Schilling's going to tuck in behind him. Here comes Steve Gerber. Marshall Johnson still in pit road. So he looks like he's might be having some damage being fixed. So that's going to leave us with 5 drivers to go another 35 laps. Steve Gerber getting around Jason Schilling. That's where all the action's going on right now between the 4th place of Steve Gerber and the 5th place of Jason Schilling. Jason Schilling looked like he had a good car. His car was fast for the first 4 or 5 laps, and tires getting baked off at an alarming rate. Now trying to settle just in the back of 19 there and try to help 19 get up there to the 14 of Dunkley. Oh, caution's out. Oh!
Did you hear any static? Like somebody was skiing up on your radio?
Oh my lord.
10-4.
Ronald Holmes came back out on the track, and it looked like he... Oh, right there in front of the leaders. And, oh, Don Blazer. Oh, ow, that... Oh, wow. That just hurts right there. That hurts. That is not good. Let's look at Don Blazer's. We're gonna ride on the cockpit of Don Blazer here and see what he saw. Oh, nowhere he could have gone. I don't know when the yellow flag came out, but there was nowhere he could have gone, and he just, wow. That car is surprising. That car could even drive away from that. Man. All right, leaders in the pit road: Stephen Hayes, Stephen Gerber, Mike Hayes. Stephen Gerber getting out 3rd. Don Blazer, of course, he's gonna be sitting in the pit road for a while. Jason Schilling sitting in the pits for a while. Oh. Now it's definitely a shame, and Don Blazer was having a good run. Was looking forward to bringing him back up here and talking to Jason Schilling, getting all of his damage done, fixed, back on the track. Yeah. Got to figure out how I can block people from YouTube. If anybody knows how to block people from YouTube, please let me know in the comments, because don't like looking down here and seeing advertisement for that stuff on the old YouTube chat. All right. Well, we're gonna I'm gonna pull Don Blazer up here in a minute. I'm gonna give him a minute to get out of the infield care center. So that's gonna leave us with 4 cars in this race, and Don Blazer's still sitting on pit road. He's probably got an hour and a half of repairs to do. Right now we're going to watch Stephen Hayes, Mike Hayes, Steve Gerber, Jason Schilling, and Marshall Johnson. Or no, not Marshall Johnson. Who's that? Trying to see, there was 5 cars on the track. Is that Bradley Miner? Yeah, Brad Miner's back out there. Seeing if he can pick up some spots. All right. Steve Gerber still out there representing At the Top Motorsports. Brad Miner out there representing Skills Motorsports, along with Jason Schilling, who's also representing Lazy Lizard, along with Mike Hayes, Lazy Lizard, and Stephen Hayes, One of One Racing and Lazy Lizard. So a lot of teams being represented in these 5 cars left on the track. We're about to go back to green. Pace cars down. Green flag.
Green flag.
Stephen Hayes, a good jump off the restart, and 60 right there with him. Steve Gerber now in 3rd place. It looks like it's shaping up that this is going to be the battle. We're fixing to approach 25 laps to go. If it stays green, these tires are going to be at that point where they start giving away. So the ending is going to be real exciting at the end there. Oops, sorry about that. You ain't lying, Zachary. Man, love you too, though. Appreciate PMN's continuous friendship with the Global Racing Esports Network. Man, if y'all want to catch Brian Britt and Zachary Gardner out there at PMN, man, tune in Tuesdays, Thursdays. Look for them on YouTube. Got a great broadcast. Here we go. We got a battle for second. Steve Gerber, who had 45 seconds of damage, got it fixed. Now he's out. What feels like a brand new car to him. He's going to get out there and battle that 60 for the second spot. Jason Schilling still right there, too. He has not gone anywhere. 24 laps to go. It sounded like somebody just hit the wall. It looks like everybody's good. Gerb falling back a little bit from that 60 car. 60 car regaining some of that position on the 8. Oh, shoot. Wrong button. You know what? While we have a lull period this time, I'm gonna bring somebody up here that everybody loves, everybody cares for. From Ronster's Rap, Ron Harrington, Mike Leshner Booth. You got a copy? I'm guessing he is feeding his face of some Cornish hens, maybe. Oh, what? We got sparks going on here. Hold on, I gotta get back to my SDK because somebody might be. Nope. Let's see where old Brad Miner is. Where did Brad go? Did Brad fall out of the? Oh, Brad has gone off the track as well. Okay, maybe I just saw like that. All right, well, it looks like Ron Harrington is not gonna grace us with an interview tonight. But if you want a good wrap for your car, good paint scheme, get with Ron Harrington, man. If you don't look good, he don't look good.
Oh, Mike.
Oh, hey, well, I was about to send you back there, Mr. Harrington. How's the St. Patrick's Day celebration going on over there at the old Harrington house?
Hang on a sec, Mikey. I got technical issues.
Alrighty. Well, then the battle for the lead is heating up. Mike Hayes looking on the inside of 8 of Stephen Hayes. The battle of brothers. Who's going to be the brother that's going to have bragging rights over the other one? About 18 laps, we'll find out.
It's been a race of Hayes on Hayes action.
It has been a lot of action for the little amount of drivers that we have on here. It's been nothing but action here. Steve Gerber back here in 3rd place, looking outside in on this battle for the lead. Stephen Hayes is able to get it back from Michael Hayes. So Ron, tell us a little bit about Ronster Wraps, man, and how people can get in contact with you to make some sick paint schemes like you do for everybody over there in Global.
Nope. Just go to Ronster Wraps on Facebook or Twitter and send me a private message, and we'll get you going. We do good work and we do it cheap.
One of the best painters in the business. If you want a really good paint scheme, definitely get a hold of Ronster's Wraps. Ron Harrington, he's the man that does most of Global Racing's paint schemes. And there's a few better, or there's none better than that old Ron here. I think I messed that saying up. Well, we're close. It's close enough. Ron is the best.
If you want a replica, we'll do that. If you want something unique, we'll do that. We'll do whatever you want. Just get a hold of me, Ronster Wraps, on Facebook and Twitter.
There you go. We're going to get him his own Discord page, too.
Yeah, I think I'm going to open up a Discord show shortly.
There you go. All right, so, all right, well, I'm going to send you back down to General. So I brought you up here, let you promote Ronster's Ramps, man. And anybody you want to give a shout out before I let you go?
No, shout out to you all at the league, because it's an awesome place to be. I really enjoy being a part of this, and you all have a good time.
All right, there you go. That's Ron Harrington, Lazy Lizard member, Ronster's Ramp. Look forward to racing on Sunday with you, my friend.
Thank you, sir. Likewise.
All right. There we go. All right, so here's the battle. These on Saturday nights, these guys are teammates, but right now they ain't teammates. Stephen Hayes is doing his best to try to keep Michael Hayes behind him. Let me see back here. The Steve Gerber has got third place locked down for the moment. Jason Schilling back there, another second and a half behind Steve Gerber. So the battle right now, the most important battle out there right now is between Stephen Hayes and Mike Hayes for that lead position. Stephen Hayes on the top side, or sorry, Michael Hayes on that top side trying to get that exit speed to get that run down the backstretch. But Stephen Hayes on the bottom just holding his line as fast as he can. But it looks like Stephen Hayes or Mike Hayes is going to get coming out of turn 4 going into the tri-oval. And Mike Hayes is going to lead that lap. With 10 laps to go, Mike Hayes takes the lead. Stephen Hayes in second. Steve Gerber third. You see Brad Miner up there. He's multiple laps down trying to just get that last spot for Marshall Johnson or Don Blazer. Don Blazer still in the pits. Brad Miner, I don't know if Brad Miner I think he got around Steve Gerber, but it was not for position. So Steve Gerber just smartly just let him go on by. He had fresher tires and had faster car than him. So that's really good racing by the 19 of Steve Gerber. Allowing Brad Miner to pass him wasn't going to change his standings. So good job on that. Right now, Mike Hayes out to a 0.3 second lead over Stephen Hayes. 2.7 seconds back from that is Steve Gerber, and Jason Schilling back another 4.7 seconds with 8 laps to go. Now you see Brad Miner coming up and trying to get around the leaders to get one of his laps back. And hopefully everybody just stays calm. Right there. I mean, Brad Miner. This could be very, very I was like, Mike Hayes is just going to give him the bottom lane, let him get on round, let him get out of the way. Brad Miner desperately trying to get that one lap back, because that might be the difference between getting, because he already passed Marshall Johnson for 7th, so now he might be setting his sights on Don Blazer. But I think Don Blazer is back on the track. Look at that, and that's dedication right there, and my hat's off to the 14 of Don Blazer. Not racing for anything now, just trying to keep that last position away from Brad Miner. He that top 5 finish with spending 30 minutes or so in the pit road. So definitely hats off to Don Blazer. With 4 laps to go, Mike Hayes out to a 0.7, 0.8 second lead over Stephen Hayes. Steve Gerber another 3 seconds back. All right, 2 laps to go. Mike Hayes pulling away from Stephen Hayes. Mike Hayes definitely got that long distance running car. He saved enough tires. Stephen Hayes' car did not like the long run and is falling off. White flag in the air. Mike Hayes takes the white flag, and we're on the final lap. Coming off turns 2. Stephen Hayes is able to match speeds with Mike Hayes. That's not going to be good enough as Mike Hayes comes around turn 3 and comes out of turn 4, coming down the front stretch, going to take the checkered flag. Mike Hayes is your winner tonight. Stephen Hayes is going to come home second. Steve Gerber comes home third. Jason Schilling fourth. Don Blazer is going to able to hold on to his 5th place finish. Good. I mean, if it wasn't for that wreck, he would have probably been up there fighting for the first position, 2nd position, 3rd position, and 4th position. So good run for Don Blazer. I know a little bit disappointing, but definitely good run. Brad Miner is going to come home 6th place. 7th place is Marshall Johnson. Justin LeBlanc is 8th. Ronald Holmes is going to be 9th. So there's your 9 drivers for tonight. All right, so let's go back here and we're going to watch Mike Hayes do some victory circles, some burnouts as you. All right, so let's go ahead and while Mike Hayes has fun in the infield there, we're going to bring up the 3rd place finisher of Steve Gerber. Steve Gerber, great guy. Always look forward. Always like talking to old Steve. Had a great run tonight. Got a little bit damage of swiping the wall, just the slightest bit. Had 45 seconds of damage. Got it fixed and came home 3rd place. Steve Gerber, Mike Leshner booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Lester, you bet.
Man, y'all put on a really good show for us. I mean, I know it's kind of disappointing, the amount of people that we had turn out, but you put on a great show nonetheless. Had some great passing, some great side-by-side action, and you had a lull period. Wasn't able to get a green flag run, but I mean, y'all put on a clinic out there, man. How are you feeling about your 3rd place finish for the start of the season?
I don't know. I'm okay. It was fine. Those guys are good. They put on a good show, and I just didn't have quite enough to get to them. I could get to them on the early runs, but even though I thought I was taking care of my stuff, I wasn't taking care of it enough, obviously, to catch them. But I think I was kind of catching them at the end, but obviously it wasn't going to be enough with that many laps. So
yeah, these fixed setups, they're so. I don't even know a good way to put it, but you're either on or you're off. There's no in between. You know that you would have a good race this time, then it'd be something different this time. These fixed setups, either you like them or you don't like them.
yeah, exactly. I'm usually okay here with this car, but just the Highline wasn't working quite as good. Sometimes it works better, sometimes it doesn't. But I'd get good runs early in the run before my tires would fall off, and then I wasn't getting very good runs anymore off the top. But it was fun. It's fine. I wish more people would have shown up, but that's all right.
I do believe next week. I think we'll start getting some more people in and get this built back up the way that we were last season. We kind of rushed it, I believe. And that was on my fault. I didn't advertise it enough and didn't get enough recruitment races in. But we're definitely going to change that this week coming up and get some more drivers up here in the Arca series, man. But besides that, man, you ran great tonight. You were able to battle back from having 45 seconds of damage that you had to get fixed and starting from the back. You managed to work your way back up to the field. How scary was that out there trying to work around cars that you
That
knew
was
you were
fun.
faster?
I knew it was going to be. I knew it was going to be. But I was trying to kind of take care of my stuff there because I knew we were probably going to need one more caution for me to even get back to them. So I thought, well, I don't want to burn up my stuff, and I just had to try to work around the traffic as best I could. And then a couple guys had some problems, so that kind of helped out. But I don't know. It's all right. It was fun. It was a good time. This is kind of a good diversion on Thursdays to do something a little different than
Yeah.
practice and Xfinity and trucks all week. So
All right. Well, speaking of Xfinity and speaking of trucks, we're gonna go to Atlanta Motor Speedway. Come Saturday night, you're gonna be in Xfinity cars for Dirty South Motorsports,
Yep.
correct?
yep,
How
yep.
how are you liking your chances? Because you're you're gonna have to race 3 or 4 or 5 of these guys that raced you tonight. They're gonna be racing right there in Atlanta. Are you liking your chances? Charlotte and Atlanta have a lot of similarities with each other. Are you gonna how are you liking your chances to maybe better
Yeah,
up?
they do and they don't. I mean, Charlotte or Atlanta in the Xfinity is going to be it'll be a challenge for sure. That's going to be we'll be fighting loose probably late in the runs. Probably in the trucks too. I think we're going to be fighting loose late in the runs with these
Yeah,
open
that
setups. So it's going to be patience. A lot of patience, I think, is what it's going to take to get a top 5 there. Maybe both days this weekend. Just gotta try to stick with it early and don't let them get too out front and have some good pit strategy, and we'll see what happens.
Well, I definitely look forward to broadcasting the Saturday night race and be able to talk to you again. And hopefully, you'll be one of the top 3 guys that we bring up to the booth at the end of the race. And definitely look forward to racing with you on Sunday, man. But before we let you go, you want to give a shout out to anybody?
Oh, it's a Thursday ritual. Got a shout out to my dog Ryder for being my pit chief or crew chief here tonight. So
we were sitting here all along. The only thing I could think of what the name was of his dog. What? Cause I know he's about to shout him out. What's the name of his dog? But big old shout out to Ryder.
Ryder, that's a Thursday tradition.
Thursday tradition, man. Always look forward to shouting out Ryder. All right, man. Well, we're gonna let you go back down to General and talk with old Eddie and all those guys, and look forward to talking to you again, my friend. All right, that's Steve Gerber, your third place finisher. We're gonna bring up the second place finisher now, the runner up here. Let me see. Guy led a lot of the laps tonight and just couldn't hold off that number 60. Stephen Hayes, Mike Lester booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy. How you doing?
Man, you put on a great show. You and that 60 car. Y'all put on a great show tonight. You had the car on the early runs, and I kind of said to myself, if this last caution at that time of that last caution, so if this runs out green flag, we're gonna have a race at the end of this run. And sure enough, 10 laps to go. Yeah. Walk us through a couple of those last laps when you're having the lead, and you can see that 60 just getting bigger and bigger in your mirror. You know, what were you doing trying to keep them back there?
Yeah, that was a sight to see, especially with him talking in my ear the whole time. But I knew I had amazing short run speed. I was pretty fast. But I mean, Michael just had that long run speed that I don't know how he gets, but he gets it out of those tires. But yeah, I don't know what it was, 10 laps to go. He was driving my bumper. He tries to go for the inside pass, but I stay high. Something about it, going on the inside, you just cannot pass on the inside. So if I could stay high, I was fine. But sure enough, he got a big ol' run on me. And then he went on the inside and dove it in, got past me. And then I did a little switchback, got in front of him. I don't know how it happened, but somehow he got on my outside, which I shouldn't have let happen, but I did. And then he got past me, and then that was pretty much it from there.
It was definitely a battle as we go along through the season. It's going to be one of the best battles that we've actually got to witness here between you and the 60 there, and
Yep.
it was definitely interesting. Now here you are, second place. You're the runner-up, champion of last week or last season. Starting your second season in the Arca very well. You and your brother there coming home 1 and 2. We got Saturday night. We got Atlanta Motor Speedway in the Xfinity cars, and then followed that Sunday in the trucks. How are you liking both of your setups for both of those series?
Man, I love Atlanta. I'll say that. But on these Xfinity cars, I mean, it gets loose. Like, I've never felt loose until I drove those Xfinity cars on Atlanta. But I feel confident. But it's just those long runs. I need to figure out something on the long runs. But anyway, it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Trucks I do a little bit better on. But I think I can ramp it up for this weekend and pull off some good finishes.
There you go. Yeah. Very, very, very good, man. But anyways, yeah, second place tonight. Congratulations once again. You did a great job. You led, most of the race there.
Yeah, most of it.
Most laps led. You're going to get pole setter points. You're going to get most laps led. You're going to get leading a lap like that. And a second place finish score. So the scoring between you and your brother there is going to be he might have you by 1 point or 2 points. Are we going to look forward? Do we look forward to that kind of battle all the way through the year? Are you two going to battle each other for this championship?
Yeah, hell yeah, I think so. It's always a fun battle with Michael. I mean, he just knows how to race and race fun, race clean, race hard. It's always fun racing with him.
Yeah, definitely seen a lot of clean racing out there. We had a couple of cautions. Both were caused by the same car. Right. But everybody else was racing great, giving each other a lot of room. Steve Gerber coming up in here in third place. He had some difficulties, but it was a great race overall, guys.
Yeah, Steve Gerber had a super quick car early on in the runs, but he kind of fell off a little bit during the later runs. But yeah, super fun.
Yeah, super fun. All right, man. Well, before we send you back down to Race Channel 1, you want to give a shout out to anybody?
Yeah. Global Racing Esports Network. Michael Lester up in the booth. Sure, he did an awesome job up there.
Thank you.
Mike Hayes, Jason Schillen, both had a heck of a run tonight. Steve Gerber. Yeah, other than that, I'm ready for this weekend.
All right, man. Well, we look forward to seeing you on Saturday night at Atlanta Motor Speedway. That is going to be broadcasted by Performance Motor Network with Brian Britt, as well as Global Racing Esports Network with myself, Mike Lester. And, man, we're definitely looking forward to calling that race. I definitely look forward to racing against you Sunday at Atlanta, in Atlanta. So, and that trucks racing, that number 6 is going to go to the front. I'll tell you that.
Looking forward to that.
All right. Well, congratulations once again, and good luck on Saturday night. And we look to talk to you in the end of the race there.
All right. Thank you, Lester. Love you
all. All right. There you go. That's Stephen Hayes, your runner-up. And now we're going to bring up the man of the hour, the man who took it all down, took his brother down. I can imagine the looks he's going to get at Thanksgiving dinner this year. Mike Hayes, Mike Lester in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, great race, man. You had you were behind that second place. That second place Stephen Hayes like pretty much all day long, but you just had that car that just lasted a lot longer than everybody else did. And 10 laps to go, you take the lead, man. Walk us through the last couple of laps before you took the lead, like on 12, 13. What was going through your mind of how to try to pass that number 8 car? Because he was dominating tonight.
Yeah, he was dominating, but to be honest, I wasn't racing him that hard the whole race. I raced him hard, but not. I wasn't completely using up my stuff. I had to let him lead a few laps because I didn't want to lead the whole race like last time we ran a mile and a half at Homestead. But yeah, when it was coming to like that last caution, it was go time. But we were all running like qualifying times there for a little while. And we pulled away from everybody. And I tried to pass him on the bottom, but I kept getting tight. I couldn't get a good run off. I set up a run. I just drove it into 3 and 4 and praying that it stuck, and it stuck a little bit, but he got back under my inside, but was able to hold him off there on the outside lane. I needed the outside. The outside was the way to go to pass. I got to his outside and got the run and never looked back.
Yeah, we definitely noticed that people were getting those good runs coming on the outside, and if during it later in the run, it was a lot more tighter on that low side where guys were not being able to get that full exit coming off the turns. You were able to pass them going on the top side with 10 laps to go. Once you got around them, you just knew that you were gone.
Yeah, if you got your line, the bottom's the way to go because you can use the whole track. But passing, yeah, definitely the outside. You just got more room and a nice run off for sure.
There you go. Well, here
It was fun. It was fun.
Very good. Well, I mean, I guess it was fun. You definitely brought home the W. Saturday night.
For Lazy Lizards.
Yeah, well, there you go. Win for Lazy Lizard. I wasn't going to bring that up, but anyways, Saturday night, you're going to be right back at it with racing in Atlanta Motor Speedways. Now, Atlanta and Charlotte, they have a lot of similarities, as in, they're both fast tracks. They both got that tri-oval coming to the start finish line. Driving these cars, they give you any kind of maybe a little bit more know-how going into that Saturday race in the Xfinity cars, or are they just two different beasts to try to get comparisons?
They're sort of similar, but they're definitely two different kinds of beasts. Charlotte is a definitely more hit your marks, be consistent type of tracks. I mean, Atlanta's too, but Atlanta you can run a little bit different lines, I think, there. Be okay, but tire wear is going to be a big deal on Saturday night. I expect we're going to do some long green flag runs. I just got to make sure I keep those tires fresh throughout the race.
Well, keeping the best set of tires on that car on Saturday night is definitely going to be the key to success at Atlanta, because you've watched the official races, or you've been in the official races all week long, and the big thing always you hear people talking about is the tire drop off at Atlanta is so bad that it's basically you're on ice 15 laps into a run.
Yeah, it definitely depends on your car setup, because some people get loose later in the run, some people get tight. You just gotta make sure you have the balance right in your car, but I'm pretty confident. Been running a bunch of official races and running up front every time, so.
Well, there you
It's
go.
gonna be
Well,
a
we
good
look
race
forward
for us
to. We
Saturday
definitely
night.
look forward to being able to talk to you, one of the three, at the end of the race. And I mean, I have a vested interest myself, but that's not going to make I'm not going to show biasm and like that. But before we let you go back down there and celebrating with Stephen Hayes and Jason Schilling, who you want to give a shout out tonight, sir?
Give a shout out to Steve. He raced me hard there, but we raced very clean and it was fun. Steve Gerber also, he was up there with us at the beginning and he raced us clean. I think he hit the wall there at some point whacked it pretty good and made him draw it back. But yeah, and thanks for Lazy Lizards. Thanks to you for broadcasting the race. And yeah,
No,
Jason for joining us. I kind of sad that we only had a few of us come in tonight, but hopefully we'll
I
have
think
a
the
bigger
numbers will be
turnout
bigger
time.
next week's.
I think it was because of the pro thing tonight, but I forgot about that race tonight. I don't know if a lot of guys joined
Oh,
that.
I didn't even think about
what.
that. Forgot that was back in session.
Yeah, we were just talking about that in our channel.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, congratulations once again for the win tonight, starting off the season right, and look forward to talking to you next week when we go to. I don't remember where we'll go to, but we'll get that information to y'all shortly. Mike Hayes, your winner tonight, man. Congratulations once again.
All right, yes, sir. Thank you, Michael.
All right, gonna send him back down to Race Channel 1. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, I'm gonna read off the results for you guys tonight, and put them up there. We got Mike Hayes winning it with Lazy Lizard Racing. Stephen Hayes with One of One Motorsports in the trucks. Lazy Lizard and Xfinity coming home second. Steve Gerber at the Top Motorsports and Dirty South Motorsports in third. Jason Schilling fourth from Skills Motorsports and Lazy Lizard Motorsports or Lazy Lizard Racing. Don Blazer at the Top Motorsports and Dirty South Motorsports. Brad Miner from Skills Motorsports. Marshall Johnson seventh at the Top Motorsports. Justin LeBlanc Skills Motorsports coming home eighth. Ronald Holmes, the only Arca regular here in the race tonight, needs to change that Team Ham thing. That they don't like that. Ninth, Eddie's Pro did not start the race. He was race control. Thank you, Eddie. Big shout out to you for being race control tonight. Look forward to having you out there again as race control or racing in one of these events, man. But for Global Racing Esports Network, I'm your host, Mike Lester.